Thank you, Victor Howell. A team player in so many ways. Deuce McAllister joins us. Thanks for letting the young guys go ahead of you, my friend.
Hey, man, we got to let those young guys get a little shine, particularly when they play really well like they did tonight. And, this team has just been growing. How about this? Two of the biggest plays were made by one in-season acquisition by Eli Apple. Thought the open field tackle, obviously, him making at the end right there, but also DeMario Davis with the sack to seal it. Those two big one in-season acquisition and off-season acquisition were huge tonight for this defense.
Doesn't it seem like this team, whether it's free agents, whether it's getting an Eli Apple, whether it's the draft, everything has really clicked for this franchise the last couple of years.
The last couple of years, it's been outstanding. And you just go back and look at the remake, though, starting in the front office, and then unfortunately you had a couple coaches that you let go and players turning over. That's always happening, but they really did it. And, it's just been fantastic for this group for the last 3 years of guys being able to pay off for them.
You've been around this team for a long time. I talked to Jermon Bushrod about this. So do you see similarities, and if so, what are they between this bunch and the 09 group?
You can win anyway.
Yeah.
You can blow out teams. You can play outstanding defense. You can have special teams to step up and make a play. And then really just, at no point did we really think that they were not going to win that game. You knew somebody was going to make a play. Right. Somebody would make a play. You felt like, okay, maybe it's a return or interception, but somebody would make a play, and it happened for them.
I'm watching that game thinking somebody's got to help Michael Thomas. We've been talking about that for weeks. Des Bryant didn't work out. Brandon Marshall didn't quite work out. But I thought Keith Kirkwood with that huge third down grab on the eventual touchdown drive, that was huge in this game.
Well, you figured, hey, look, if they're going to continue to bracket Mike, Sean can get some creative formations and the right matchups. But the guys still have to catch the ball. And they were able to make some plays. Ben hit some for a seam route. They said it was an incomplete. There were a couple, maybe Alvin run in a corner, no pass interference call. So the opportunities are there. You just got to execute a little bit better. But, you still feel good where this offense is.
About Max Unger going out, Armstead, we don't know when he's coming back. How concerned are you about this O-line moving forward now?
Well, that was the biggest thing. When you talk about having a run, injuries are what you're concerned with, and so you have to be able to get Armstead back. You lose Bushrod, Andres Pete kicks out the left tackle. You have 64 is eligible. The baby Zach Street, Will Clapp playing, who's first time dressing. This season, and so he comes in, plays left guard, and he does an outstanding job. The question me and Zach had for him was, how many times did you practice at that position? I'm telling you, he couldn't have practiced. Got 10 reps with the offense, 10, easy, that's it. And he just steps right in, and it's perfect for him.
All right, well, listen, timing's everything. I appreciate your time. We will see you back next week. And
I'll see you next week. I'm going to hand off to number 9 for you.
I'm
going to hand it off for you.
Okay, little role reversal, huh? There we go.
That's right.
Drew Brees joins us here in Charlotte. Listen, I talked to Jermon Bushrod about this. Like 09, you guys are proven you win in different ways.
Yeah, that's a good thing. And right when the game ended, I was upset that obviously offensively we have the touchback, where still in a situation where, let's possess the ball, let's run time off the clock, or let's kick a field goal and make it a 6-point game. It just all those things, and you go back to other plays in the game where it's just missed opportunities left and right and penalties and just stuff where we're just shooting ourselves in the foot. But at the end of the day, right, you find ways to win. Guys got to make plays in the fourth quarter, and defensively come up with some huge stops in the fourth quarter. Offensively, put together 2 really nice drives in the fourth quarter, one resulting in a touchdown and one, with the ball going out of the end zone at the 2. So, listen, that's something to be proud of. So, despite that you could say it wasn't pretty, a win is a win, and it gets us one step closer to, securing the 1 seed, which would be a huge thing for us.
Keith Kirkwood, I thought, had a big third down grab on that touchdown drive in the fourth quarter. Talk about your wide receivers at this point. I know you tried to bring in some veterans. How do you see this group moving forward? Now, you may get a Ted Ginn back, but are you concerned about that position? What do you see moving forward last couple weeks here?
No, listen, I'm excited for those guys. I think every game they get a little bit better. I do think we need to clean up some of the details. So just the details of the passing game. I felt like we ran the ball well tonight. Mark and AK and the O-line did a great job. Especially Max goes out, Cam Tom comes in, does a great job. Bushrod goes out, and Will Clapp comes in and does a nice job on that last drive. Crunch time. So, listen, guys came in and made plays when they need to. Keith Kirkwood, no bigger play than that
huge.
3rd and 15 play that sustains the drive and allows us to put our defense in a more favorable situation. So. And these young guys are going to have to make plays. They're going to have to make plays, and they're going to need to know just the confidence that I have in them to make those.
You guys were on some kind of tear offensively, but I noticed even after the Dallas loss around the league, defenses are adjusting. Do you see that pattern? I mean, with the Rams or the Chiefs, I mean, in all kinds of ways, there's kind of a pattern here a little bit.
I don't know about that. I mean, I can't speak for anybody else,
right.
But I know for us, listen, we're better. We haven't been as consistent. You know, I'll say that. You know, we've had our moments. We've had our moments of greatness, but it needs to be more consistent. We have the ability to be a very good running team and a very good passing team. When we're playing our brand of offensive football, I know we're hard to defend. So we understand what it takes to win, right? We understand what it takes to, be successful and to play complementary football with our defense. And I think we can do a much better job of that than what we're doing right now. And I know we will.
Moving forward next week against Pittsburgh, I mean, it's all in front for you guys. I mean, you win that game, potential, home field, maybe rest a little bit. I mean, how big is this game coming up?
It's a huge game. It's a huge game. They're a great team. Obviously, they're coming off a big victory against New England at their place this last weekend. They have a lot to play for. They're fighting for a division title. So doesn't get any bigger.
Final question. You guys know what you're capable of, but to win a few games when you don't play your best football offensively, does that give you confidence just knowing that you can play better, but you're still winning?
No, absolutely. Great teams find ways to win, right? Despite what things might be setbacks or adversity throughout the course of a game. And we've done that. Last 2 weeks, we've been down at halftime, down going into the fourth quarter, and we found ways to win those games with everyone contributing, right? Everyone making plays to get the job done.
All right, Drew. Appreciate your time. Have a good trip back. See you next week.
Sounds good. Thanks.
All right, Drew Brees here. I think we covered every segment, guy. We got special teams. We got lots of defense, offensive line, and Drew Brees as well. That's the story from Charlotte. Back to you guys.